The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The unexamined life is not worth living. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. There is only one good knowledge and one evil ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. To find yourself, think for yourself. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Understanding a question is half an answer. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. The hottest love has the coldest end. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Be as you wish to seem. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Let him who would move the world first move himself. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. An education obtained with money is worse than no education at all. The greatest blessings come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. I pray thee, O God, that I may be beautiful within. To fear death, my friends, is only to think ourselves wise without being wise. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. Every action has its pleasures and its price. Not life, but good life is to be chiefly valued. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. Be the kind of person whom you want to meet. An honest man is always a child. Let us follow the truth whithersoever it leads. Nothing is to be preferred before justice. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. There is nothing stable in human affairs. Avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance. No man undertakes a trade he has not learned, even the meanest. Yet everyone thinks himself sufficiently qualified for the hardest of all trades, that of government. Courage is knowing what not to fear. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The beginning of wisdom is a definition of terms. Be of good cheer about death, and know this of a truth, that no evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. How many things there are which I do not want. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. Bad men live that they may eat and drink, whereas good men eat and drink that they may live. The hour of departure has arrived, and we go our ways. I to die, and you to live. Which is better? Only God knows. To be is to do. Ordinary people often do great harm simply because they have the power to. The soul, like the body, accepts by practice whatever habit one wishes it to contact. Happiness is unrepentant pleasure. It is better to suffer wrong than to do wrong. A multitude of books distracts the mind. The wise man does not raise up his enemies to be destroyed, but rather to be educated. If a man comes to the door of poetry untouched by the madness of the muses, he and his poetry will never amount to anything. The nearest way to glory is to strive to be what you wish to be thought to be. To know yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The easiest and most honorable way out of the world is not to be born. What screws us up most in life is the picture in our head of how it is supposed to be. Know thyself. Ignorance is the only evil. A system of morality based on emotional values is an illusion. Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat. Man is not born to commit injustice. Old age brings more peace than youth. Let every man consider his last day. Let none presume on fortune until death proves his life's value. He is not only idle who does nothing, but he is idle who might be better employed. To do is to be. There is no possession more valuable than a good and faithful friend. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings. The shortest and surest way to live with honor is to be in reality what we would appear to be. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. Call no man unhappy until he is dead. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. The envious person grows lean with the fatness of their neighbor. Sometimes you must let go of who you were to become who you will be. Do not praise someone until they have died, for only then is their life complete. A man is rich in proportion to the number of things he can afford to let alone.